Pyramids of Giza, Unsolved Secrets of Ancient Egypt. In the vast, sun-scorched landscape of the Egyptian desert, on the west bank of the Nile River, stands a complex of monuments that has defied time, logic, and understanding for over 4,500 years. The Pyramids of Giza, comprising the Great Pyramid of Khufu, the Pyramid of Khafre, the Pyramid of Menkaure, and the iconic Sphinx, are not merely stone structures. They are symbols of an ancient civilization's unparalleled ingenuity, unwavering faith, and enduring mystery, built during the 4th dynasty of Egypt's Old Kingdom, a period often called the Golden Age of Pyramids. These colossal edifices have captivated historians, archaeologists, astronomers, and conspiracy theorists alike. They have inspired countless questions, sparked endless debates, and remained stubbornly resistant to full explanation. How did a civilization without modern machinery, advanced mathematics, as we understand it, or even the wheel construct structures of such massive scale and precise alignment? What secrets do they hold about the beliefs, rituals, and daily lives of the ancient Egyptians? Why were they built in this exact location? And what was their true purpose beyond serving as royal tombs? And perhaps most intriguingly, what unsolved mysteries linger within their stone walls, waiting to be uncovered by future generations? This comprehensive exploration delves into the heart of these questions, examining the known facts, the ongoing debates, and the enduring secrets of the Pyramids of Giza, Egypt's greatest and most enigmatic legacy. To understand the Pyramids of Giza, we must first contextualize the civilization that built them. Ancient Egypt's Old Kingdom, c. 2686–2181 BCE, was a period of unprecedented stability, prosperity, and cultural achievement. It was during this era that the pharaohs solidified their role as divine rulers, seen as living gods on earth who mediated between the mortal world and the realm of the gods. The pharaoh's power was absolute, and their authority was derived from their supposed descent from Ra, the sun god, and their ability to maintain the cosmic balance of truth, order, and harmony that governed all aspects of Egyptian life. The construction of the pyramids was not merely a display of wealth or power. It was a sacred act, a testament to the pharaoh's divine status, and a crucial step in ensuring their eternal life in the afterworld. The Old Kingdom's 4th dynasty, in particular, was a time of architectural innovation, with pharaohs Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure commissioning the 3 main pyramids at Giza, each one a monument to their legacy and their journey to the gods. The Giza Plateau, where the pyramids stand, was not chosen by chance. Located approximately 10 miles southwest of modern Cairo, the plateau is an elevated ridge of limestone, a material that was abundant, durable, and easy to quarry, essential for constructing structures that were intended to last for eternity. The site also holds profound symbolic significance. It lies on the west bank of the Nile, the side associated with the setting sun and the realm of the dead in Egyptian cosmology. For the ancient Egyptians, the Nile was the lifeblood of their civilization, providing water, fertile soil, and transportation. And its west bank was believed to be the gateway to the afterlife. The Giza Plateau's proximity to the Nile also made it logistically feasible to transport the massive stone blocks needed for construction, as the river could be used to move materials from quarries hundreds of miles away. Additionally, the plateau's flat, elevated terrain provided a stable foundation for the pyramids, ensuring that these colossal structures would stand firm against the test of time and the harsh desert elements. Archaeological evidence suggests that the Giza Plateau was a sacred site even before the construction of the pyramids, with smaller tombs and ceremonial structures dating back to the early dynastic period, c. 3100 to 2686 BCE, indicating that the area was already associated with royalty and the afterlife. The three main pyramids at Giza are arranged in a precise alignment that has fascinated researchers for centuries. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, also known as the Pyramid of Cheops, stands at the northernmost point, followed by the Pyramid of Khafre Chefren to its southwest, and the Pyramid of Menkaure, Mycerinus, to the southwest of Khafre's pyramid. This alignment is not random. It mirrors the positions of the three stars in Orion's belt, the three brightest stars in the constellation Orion, which the ancient Egyptians associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. The correlation between the pyramids and Orion's belt is striking. The Great Pyramid corresponds to Alnitak, the easternmost star in the belt. Khafre's pyramid corresponds to Alnilam, the middle star, and Menkaure's pyramid corresponds to Mintaka, the westernmost star. This alignment was not accidental. It was a deliberate choice by the ancient Egyptians, who believed that the pharaohs, upon their death, would ascend to the stars and join Osiris in the afterlife. The alignment of the pyramids with Orion's belt was a way to symbolically connect the pharaoh's tomb to the divine realm, ensuring their safe journey to eternity. This astronomical connection is just one of the many unsolved secrets of the pyramids, as researchers continue to debate how the ancient Egyptians, without telescopes or modern astronomical tools, were able to achieve such precise alignment with celestial bodies. Before delving into the individual pyramids and their secrets, it is essential to understand the broader context of pyramid construction in ancient Egypt. The pyramids at Giza were not the first pyramids built by the ancient Egyptians. They were the culmination of centuries of architectural experimentation. The earliest known pyramid is the step pyramid of Djoser, built during the Third Dynasty, c. 2630 to 2611 BCE, by the architect Imhotep. This pyramid, located at Saqqara, near Memphis, was a revolutionary structure, consisting of 6 stacked mastabas, rectangular mud brick tombs, that gradually decreased in size, creating a stepped appearance. The step pyramid was the first stone structure of its kind, marking a shift from mud brick construction to stone, and it laid the groundwork for the more refined pyramids of the Fourth Dynasty. Over the course of the Third and Fourth Dynasties, pyramid design evolved, with architects refining the shape from stepped to smooth-sided, perfecting the alignment and increasing the scale. By the time Khufu came to power, the ancient Egyptians had mastered the art of pyramid construction, and the Great Pyramid of Giza would become the pinnacle of this architectural evolution. The evolution of pyramid design reflects not only the ancient Egyptians' growing architectural skill, but also their deepening understanding of mathematics, geometry, and engineering. The step pyramid of Djoser was an experimental structure, with Imhotep experimenting with stone construction and tomb design. The pyramid's stepped shape was likely symbolic, representing the pharaoh's ascent to the heavens, but it was also a practical solution to the challenge of building a tall stone structure. As architects gained more experience, they began to refine the design, creating the bent pyramid of Sneferu, Khufu's father, located at Dashur. The bent pyramid has a unique shape. Its lower section has a steep slope of 54 degrees, while its upper section slopes at a gentler 43 degrees. This change in slope is believed to have been a correction made during construction, as the original steep slope was deemed unstable. The bent pyramid was followed by the red pyramid, also built by Sneferu, which was the first true smooth-sided pyramid with a consistent slope of 43 degrees. This pyramid served as a prototype for the Great Pyramid of Khufu, demonstrating that the ancient Egyptians had mastered the techniques needed to build a stable, smooth-sided pyramid of massive scale. By the time Khufu commissioned his pyramid, the architects had already worked out the kinks in the design, allowing them to create a structure that was not only larger than any previous pyramid, but also more precise in its dimensions and alignment. Now, let us turn our attention to the individual pyramids of Giza, starting with the largest and most famous, the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Built between 2580 and 2560 BCE, the Great Pyramid was originally 146.6 meters, 481 feet tall, making it the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. Today, due to erosion and the loss of its outer casing stones, it stands at 138.8 meters, 455 feet tall. The pyramid has a square base, with each side measuring approximately 230.4 meters, 756 feet in length, and it covers an area of over 53,000 square meters, 570,000 square feet, roughly the size of 10 football fields. The Great Pyramid is composed of an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons, with some of the larger blocks used in the king's chamber, weighing up to 80 tons. These blocks were quarried from nearby limestone quarries, primarily the Giza quarry, which is located just south of the pyramid complex. The sheer scale of the Great Pyramid is mind-boggling. If each block were a 1x1x1 meter cube, the blocks would fill a volume of over 2.5 million cubic meters, enough to build a wall 3 meters high and 1 meter thick that would stretch over 2,000 kilometers from Cairo to London. The construction of the Great Pyramid is estimated to have taken between 20 and 30 years, requiring a workforce of tens of thousands of people. Yet the ancient Egyptians managed to complete it with remarkable precision and accuracy. One of the most striking features of the Great Pyramid is its precise alignment with the cardinal directions north, south, east, and west. The pyramid's base is aligned so accurately that the difference between its north-south and east-west axes is less than 0.1 degrees. To put this in perspective, if the pyramid were the size of a football field, the misalignment would be less than the width of a human hair. This level of precision is even more remarkable when one considers that the ancient Egyptians had no modern tools for measuring angles or determining true north. How did they achieve this? One theory suggests that they used the stars, particularly the North Star, Polaris, which was visible in the night sky and served as a fixed point of reference. By aligning the pyramid with Polaris, the ancient Egyptians could ensure that its sides were perfectly oriented to the cardinal directions. Another theory proposes that they used the sun's shadow to determine east and west, measuring the length of the shadow at different times of the day, and using the midpoint to find true east and west. Whatever method they used, the precision of the Great Pyramid's alignment is a testament to the ancient Egyptians' advanced understanding of astronomy and geometry, a skill that remains somewhat of a mystery, as no written records of their methods have survived. This alignment is not just a feat of engineering. It is also symbolic, as the cardinal directions were deeply significant in Egyptian cosmology, representing the four corners of the earth and the balance of Mad. The internal structure of the Great Pyramid is just as complex and mysterious as its exterior. Unlike many later pyramids, which are filled with intricate corridors, chambers, and hieroglyphic inscriptions, the Great Pyramid has a relatively simple internal layout, yet it still holds numerous unsolved secrets. The pyramid contains 3 main chambers: the King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, and the Subterranean Chamber. The Subterranean Chamber is located below the base of the pyramid, carved into the bedrock, and it is thought to have been the original burial chamber for Khufu, though it was never used. The chamber is unfinished, with rough walls and a floor that slopes downward, and it contains a small, rectangular pit that may have been intended for the pharaoh's sarcophagus. Why the subterranean chamber was abandoned remains a mystery. Some researchers suggest that Khufu changed his mind about his burial place, while others believe that the chamber was part of a symbolic ritual representing the underworld. The Queen's Chamber, located midway up the pyramid, is smaller than the King's Chamber and is thought to have been intended for a queen or a sacred object, though Though no evidence of a burial has been found there, the chamber has two small shafts that lead to the exterior of the pyramid, which were long thought to be for ventilation. But recent research suggests that they may have had a symbolic purpose, aligning with specific stars to guide the pharaoh's soul to the afterlife. The king's chamber, located near the top of the pyramid, is the most sacred and mysterious chamber of all. It is a rectangular room, measuring 10.5 meters, 34.4 feet long, 5.2 meters, 17 feet wide, and 5.8 meters, 19 feet tall, with walls made of polished red granite imported from Aswan, over 800 kilometers, 500 miles south of Giza. The chamber contains a large, empty sarcophagus made of red granite, which is slightly larger than the chamber's entrance, leading researchers to believe that it was placed in the chamber before the pyramid's top was completed. The sarcophagus is empty. Khufu's mummy has never been found, and it is likely that the pyramid was looted in ancient times, perhaps as early as the first intermediate period, c. 2180–2055 BCE, when central authority collapsed and tomb robbers plundered royal tombs. The king's chamber also has two shafts that lead to the exterior, similar to those in the queen's chamber. But these shafts are aligned with the stars of Orion and Ursa Minor again, suggesting a connection to the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife. One of the most intriguing unsolved secrets of the king's chamber is the air shafts, which were long thought to be for ventilation, but have been found to be too narrow and poorly positioned to serve that purpose. Some researchers believe that these shafts were used for ritual purposes, allowing the pharaoh's soul to escape the pyramid and ascend to the stars, while others suggest that they may have been part of a complex system of acoustic or geometric alignments that we have yet to understand. Another unsolved mystery of the Great Pyramid is the method used to construct it. How did the ancient Egyptians move 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons, from the quarries to the construction site, and then lift them to the top of the pyramid? For centuries, this question has puzzled researchers, and numerous theories have been proposed, but none have been definitively proven. One of the most widely accepted theories is that the ancient Egyptians used ramps to drag the stone blocks up the side of the pyramid as it was being built. These ramps could have been made of earth, stone, or wood, and they would have been extended and raised as the pyramid grew taller. There are several types of ramp theories. The straight ramp, which would have been built along one side of the pyramid, the spiral ramp, which would have wrapped around the pyramid's exterior, and the zigzag ramp, which would have switched back and forth along the pyramid's sides. Recent research, including computer simulations and experimental archaeology, has suggested that a spiral ramp built into the pyramid's exterior may have been the most efficient method, as it would have required less material than a straight ramp and would have allowed workers to move blocks continuously up the pyramid. In 2026, a study published in the Nature Partner journal Heritage Science proposed that the Great Pyramid was built using a perimeter ramp, a spiral ramp embedded in the pyramid's outer structure, which was gradually covered as the pyramid was completed. This theory explains the mysterious cavities detected inside the pyramid, which may be remnants of the ramp. Experimental archaeology has also shown that the ancient Egyptians could have used sledges to drag the stone blocks, wetting the sand in front of the sledges to reduce friction, a technique that would have made it easier to move even the heaviest blocks. Researchers have replicated this method, showing that a team of 18 people could move a 5-ton block at a steady pace of 100 meters per hour. Additionally, the ancient Egyptians may have used wooden levers to lift the blocks into place, particularly for the upper levels of the pyramid. Despite these theories, the exact method used to construct the Great Pyramid remains a mystery, as no written records or archaeological evidence of the ramps have survived. The sheer scale of the operation, requiring tens of thousands of workers, precise coordination, and advanced engineering skills, continues to baffle researchers who struggle to comprehend how a civilization without modern technology could achieve such a feat. The workforce that built the Great Pyramid is another unsolved mystery. For centuries, it was believed that the pyramid was built by slaves, forced to work under harsh conditions by the pharaoh. However, recent archaeological discoveries have debunked this myth. In 1990, archaeologists discovered a workers' cemetery near the Great Pyramid, containing the remains of hundreds of workers. The skeletons show signs of hard labor, arthritis, broken bones, and other injuries, but they also show signs of proper medical care, with some bones healed from fractures and other injuries. Additionally, the workers were buried with offerings of food and drink, a sign of respect that would not have been given to slaves. The cemetery also contained the remains of women and children, suggesting that the workers lived with their families near the construction site. Further evidence comes from graffiti found on the stone blocks of the pyramid, which includes the names of work gangs, such as the Friends of Khufu and the Pharaoh's Drinkers, indicating that the workers were skilled laborers, not slaves, who may have been paid for their work or who worked as a form of tax payment. The size of the workforce is also a matter of debate. Some researchers estimate that it took 10,000 workers to build the Great Pyramid, while others suggest that the number could be as high as 100,000. Whatever the number, the coordination and organization required to manage such a large workforce, providing food, water, shelter, and tools, are a testament to the ancient Egyptians' advanced social and administrative systems, how they managed to organize such a massive operation with no modern communication or project management tools, remains another unsolved secret of the Great Pyramid. Moving south from the Great Pyramid, we come to the Pyramid of Khafre, the second largest pyramid at Giza. Built by Khufu's son, Pharaoh Khafre, c. 2550, 2532 BCE. This pyramid stands at 143.5 meters, 471 feet, tall, slightly shorter than the Great Pyramid, but it appears taller due to its location on a higher part of the Giza Plateau. The Pyramid of Khafre has a square base, with each side measuring approximately 215.5 meters, 707 feet in length, and it is composed of an estimated 2 million stone blocks. Like the Great Pyramid, it is aligned with the cardinal directions, though its alignment is slightly less precise. The Pyramid of Khafre is also notable for its well-preserved outer casing stones, which still cover the top third of the pyramid. These casing stones are made of polished white limestone, which would have reflected the sun's light, making the pyramid shine like a beacon in the desert. The original casing stones were removed from the lower part of the pyramid in medieval times, used to build mosques and other structures in Cairo. But the remaining stones at the top give us a glimpse of what the pyramid would have looked like in its prime. The Pyramid of Khafre is also associated with the Great Sphinx, a massive limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh, believed by many to be Khafre himself. The Sphinx stands guard at the entrance to Khafre's pyramid complex, and it is one of the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. Yet it is also one of the most mysterious structures at Giza. The Great Sphinx, with its lion's body and human head, is an enigma that has fascinated researchers for centuries. Carved from a single block of limestone, the Sphinx is 73 meters, 240 feet long, 20 meters, 66 feet tall, and 19 meters, 62 feet wide, making it the largest monolithic statue in the world. Its face is believed to depict Pharaoh Khafre, as it bears a striking resemblance to Khafre statues. But this has never been definitively proven. The Sphinx's body is that of a lion, a symbol of strength, power, and royalty in ancient Egyptian culture, while its human head represents the pharaoh's divine status. The Sphinx is positioned facing east, toward the rising sun, which is symbolic of the pharaoh's rebirth and ascent to the afterlife. One of the most enduring mysteries of the Sphinx is its age. While most researchers believe that it was built during Khafre's reign, around 2550 BCE, some alternative theories suggest that it is much older, perhaps dating back to the Neolithic period, over 10,000 years ago. This theory is based on the presence of water erosion on the Sphinx's body, which some researchers argue could only have been caused by heavy rainfall, a phenomenon that has not occurred in the Egyptian desert since the Neolithic period. However, mainstream archaeologists dismiss this theory, arguing that the erosion is due to wind and sand, not water, and that the Sphinx was indeed built during the Fourth Dynasty. Another unsolved mystery of the Sphinx is its missing nose. The nose was chiseled off at some point in history, and there are several theories about who removed it. Some say it was destroyed by Napoleon's soldiers in the 18th century, while others claim it was removed by a Sufi monk in the 14th century who was offended by the statue's pagan symbolism. Whatever the case, the Sphinx's missing nose adds to its air of mystery, and its silent gaze has watched over the Giza plateau for thousands of years, guarding the secrets of the pyramids. Additionally, recent excavations have revealed hidden tunnels and chambers beneath the Sphinx, including the Osiris shaft, a multi-level underground structure containing a granite sarcophagus surrounded by water, which is believed to have symbolic connections to the god Osiris. These hidden features have yet to be fully explored, and they may hold clues to the Sphinx's true purpose and origins. The internal structure of the Pyramid of Khafre is similar to that of the Great Pyramid, with 3 main chambers: the King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, and the Subterranean Chamber. The King's Chamber is located near the top of the pyramid, made of polished red granite, and contains an empty sarcophagus, likely looted in ancient times. The Queen's Chamber is smaller, located midway up the pyramid, and also contains no evidence of a burial. The Subterranean Chamber is located below the base of the pyramid, carved into the bedrock, and it is unfinished, similar to the Subterranean Chamber of the Great Pyramid. One notable difference between Khafre's pyramid and the Great Pyramid is the presence of a causeway that connects the pyramid to the Valley Temple, located near the Nile. This causeway is 494 meters, 1,621 feet, long and 10 meters, 33 feet wide, and it was used to transport Khafre's mummy from the Valley Temple to the pyramid during his funeral. The Valley Temple, which is located at the foot of the Giza plateau, is a massive stone structure with a rectangular courtyard and several chambers, and it was used for the purification and mummification of the pharaoh's body before his burial. The Valley Temple is also notable for its massive stone pillars, each weighing up to 100 tons, which were quarried from Aswan and transported to Giza, a feat that is just as mysterious as the construction of the pyramids themselves. The causeway and Valley Temple are integral parts of Khafre's pyramid complex, and they provide valuable insights into the funeral rituals and beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. But many questions remain about their construction and use. The smallest of the 3 main pyramids at Giza is the Pyramid of Menkaure, built by Khafre's son, Pharaoh Menkaure, c. 2530 to 2503 BCE. Standing at just 65.5 meters, 215 feet tall, with a square base measuring 108.5 meters, 356 feet on each side. The Pyramid of Menkaure is significantly smaller than the other 2 pyramids, but it is no less impressive. Unlike the Great Pyramid and Khafre's pyramid, which are made primarily of limestone, the lower part of Menkaure's pyramid is made of red granite, imported from Aswan, while the upper part is made of limestone. This combination of materials gives the pyramid a unique appearance, with the red granite contrasting with the white limestone. The Pyramid of Menkaure also has a more complex internal structure than the other two pyramids, with several chambers and corridors, including a burial chamber that contains a sarcophagus made of basalt. Unlike the sarcophagi in the other two pyramids, Menkaura's sarcophagus was not empty. It was discovered in 1837 by the British explorer Richard William Howard Vyse, who found it broken into several pieces. The sarcophagus was later shipped to England, but the ship carrying it sank off the coast of Spain, and it has never been recovered. This loss is a major blow to archaeologists, as the sarcophagus may have contained clues about Menkaura's life and death, as well as the rituals associated with his burial. The Pyramid of Menkaura also has 3 small satellite pyramids nearby, which are believed to have been built for Menkaura's queens, though no burials have been found in them. The smaller size of Menkaura's pyramid has led some researchers to suggest that the 4th dynasty was in decline during his reign, with fewer resources available for pyramid construction. But others argue that the smaller size was a deliberate choice, reflecting Menkaura's more modest reign or a shift in religious beliefs. Whatever the case, the Pyramid of Menkaura is a fascinating structure that holds its own share of unsolved secrets, including the mystery of its broken sarcophagus and the purpose of its satellite pyramids. In addition to the 3 main pyramids, the Giza Plateau is home to dozens of smaller pyramids, known as satellite pyramids, and hundreds of mastabas, rectangular tombs used for high-ranking nobles, priests, and officials. These satellite pyramids are located near the main pyramids and are believed to have been built for the pharaohs, queens, children, or other members of the royal family. The mastabas, which are scattered throughout the plateau, are made of mud, brick, or stone, and they contain the remains of some of the most powerful people in ancient Egypt. Many of these mastabas have been excavated, and they have yielded valuable artifacts, including statues, pottery, and jewelry, which provide insights into the daily lives, beliefs, and social structure of the ancient Egyptians. However, many of the mastabas remain unexcavated, and they may hold clues to the unsolved secrets of the Giza pyramids. For example, some mastabas contain inscriptions that mention the construction of the pyramids, but these inscriptions are often fragmentary and difficult to interpret. Additionally, the arrangement of the mastabas around the main pyramids suggests a complex social hierarchy, with the most powerful nobles buried closest to the pharaoh's pyramids. The satellite pyramids and mastabas are an integral part of the Giza complex, and they help to paint a more complete picture of the ancient Egyptian civilization. But they also raise new questions about the relationships between the pharaohs, their families, and their subjects. One of the most intriguing unsolved secrets of the Giza pyramids is the presence of hidden chambers and passages that have yet to be explored. Over the years, researchers have used a variety of techniques to scan the pyramids, including ground-penetrating radar, thermal imaging, and muon radiography, a technique that uses subatomic particles called muons to detect hidden cavities inside the pyramids. In 2017, a team of researchers from the Scan Pyramids project announced the discovery of 2 hidden cavities inside the Great Pyramid, one above the King's Chamber and another behind the north face of the pyramid. These cavities are large, estimated to be several meters in length, and their purpose is unknown. Some researchers believe that they are unfinished passages or storage chambers, while others suggest that they may contain hidden tombs, artifacts, or even the mummy of Khufu. In 2023, further scans revealed additional hidden cavities inside the Great Pyramid, including a narrow passage that connects the 2 previously discovered cavities. The Scan Pyramids project is ongoing, and researchers hope to use non-invasive techniques to explore these hidden chambers without damaging the pyramid. Similarly, the Pyramid of Khafre and the Pyramid of Menkaure have also been scanned, and researchers have found evidence of hidden passages and chambers, though none have been explored yet. The discovery of these hidden chambers has reignited interest in the pyramids, as they may hold the key to solving some of the oldest mysteries of ancient Egypt. For example, if Khufu's mummy is found in one of these hidden chambers, it would provide valuable insights into his life, death, and the mummification process, as well as confirming the purpose of the Great Pyramid. However, exploring these hidden chambers is a delicate process, as the pyramids are fragile and any damage could be irreversible. As a result, researchers are proceeding with caution, using the most advanced, non-invasive techniques to uncover the secrets of these ancient structures. Another unsolved mystery of the Giza pyramids is their connection to ancient Egyptian religion and cosmology. The pyramids were not just tombs, they were sacred structures that played a central role in the ancient Egyptians' beliefs about the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that the pharaoh's soul, or Ka, would continue to exist after death, and that it needed a physical vessel to return to a role that the pyramid and the pharaoh's mummy played. The pyramid's shape was symbolic of the benben, a sacred stone that was believed to be the first land to emerge from the primordial waters in Egyptian creation myths. The benben was associated with Ra, the sun god, and the pyramid's shape was thought to mirror the sun's rays, guiding the pharaoh's Ka to the heavens. The alignment of the pyramids with Orion's belt was also a key part of this religious symbolism, as Orion was associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. The pharaohs believed that by aligning their pyramids with Orion's belt, they would be able to join Osiris in the afterlife and achieve eternal life. Additionally, the internal chambers and passages of the pyramids were designed to facilitate the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife, with the king's chamber serving as a sacred space where the pharaoh's Ka would be transformed into a divine being. Air shafts in the king's and queen's chambers were believed to allow the Ka to escape the pyramid and ascend to the stars, while the sarcophagus was a vessel for the pharaoh's mummy, which was preserved through mummification to ensure the Ka's survival. Despite our understanding of these religious beliefs, many questions remain. What specific rituals were performed inside the pyramids? How did the ancient Egyptians believe the pharaohs Ka traveled to the afterlife? And what role did the Sphinx play in these rituals? These questions are difficult to answer, as no written records of the pyramid rituals have survived, and the pyramids themselves contain few inscriptions. As a result, our understanding of the religious significance of the pyramids is based on fragmentary evidence and educated guesses, leaving much room for debate and further research. The construction of the Giza pyramids also raises questions about the ancient Egyptians' knowledge of mathematics and geometry. The Great Pyramid, in particular, exhibits a remarkable understanding of these disciplines. For example, the ratio of the pyramid's height to half its base perimeter is approximately 3.14, which is very close to the value of pi. Pi, approximately 3.14159. This has led some researchers to suggest that the ancient Egyptians knew the value of pi, though others argue that this is a coincidence. The pyramid's base is also a near-perfect square, with each side measuring almost exactly the same length, and its sides are inclined at an angle of 51.8 degrees, which is the angle that maximizes the pyramid's stability while minimizing the amount of stone needed. Additionally, the internal chambers of the Great Pyramid are positioned with remarkable precision, with the king's chamber aligned perfectly with the pyramid's central axis. How did the ancient Egyptians develop such advanced mathematical and geometric knowledge? There is no evidence that they had a written system of mathematics that could explain these calculations, and no surviving documents detail their methods. Some researchers suggest that the ancient Egyptians developed their mathematical knowledge through practical experience, trial and error, and observation of the natural world. For example, they may have used ropes to measure distances and angles, or they may have observed the movements of the stars to develop geometric principles. Others argue that the ancient Egyptians had access to a lost civilization or extraterrestrial knowledge, though this is a fringe theory that is not supported by mainstream archaeology. Whatever the case, the mathematical precision of the Giza pyramids is a testament to the ancient Egyptians' intellectual prowess, and it remains one of the most intriguing unsolved secrets of these structures. The role of the pyramids in ancient Egyptian society is another area of ongoing debate. While it is clear that the pyramids were built as royal tombs, their impact on the broader society is less understood. The construction of the pyramids required a massive investment of resources, labor, materials, food, and water, and it is likely that it had a significant impact on the Egyptian economy and social structure. Some researchers argue that the pyramid construction was a way for the pharaoh to consolidate power, as it required the cooperation of people from all regions of Egypt, fostering a sense of national unity. The workforce that built the pyramids was likely composed of skilled laborers from across the country who were paid for their work or who worked as a form of tax service. This would have created a centralized labor force that could be mobilized for other projects, such as irrigation systems or public works, strengthening the pharaoh's authority. Additionally, the construction of the pyramids may have stimulated trade, as materials such as granite from Aswan and limestone from Giza were transported across the country, creating a network of trade routes. However, other researchers argue that the pyramid construction was a drain on resources, leading to the decline of the Old Kingdom. They point to the fact that after the Fourth Dynasty, pyramid construction declined significantly, with later pharaohs building smaller, less elaborate tombs. This decline may have been due to economic exhaustion, social unrest, or a shift in religious beliefs. But the exact cause remains a mystery. The impact of the pyramids on ancient Egyptian society is a complex question, and it is likely that they played both positive and negative roles. But our understanding of this is limited by the lack of written records from the period. Over the centuries, the Giza pyramids have been the subject of countless myths, legends, and conspiracy theories. One of the most persistent conspiracy theories is that the pyramids were built by extraterrestrial beings who provided the ancient Egyptians with advanced technology and knowledge. This theory is based on the idea that the pyramids are too large and precise to have been built by a civilization without modern machinery. But it is not supported by any archaeological evidence. Mainstream archaeologists dismiss this theory, arguing that the pyramids are clearly the work of the ancient Egyptians, and that their construction can be explained using the technology and knowledge available at the time. Another popular myth is that the pyramids contain hidden treasures, such as gold, jewels, and ancient scrolls, which have yet to be discovered. While it is true that the pyramids were looted in ancient times, there is no evidence that any significant treasures remain hidden inside them. The empty sarcophagi and lack of inscriptions suggest that the pyramids were looted shortly after the pharaoh's burials, and any remaining artifacts would have been found during centuries of excavation. Another myth is that the pyramids were used as observatories, with their alignment and internal passages designed to track the movements of the stars and planets. While it is true that the pyramids are aligned with celestial bodies, there is no evidence that they were used as observatories, and their primary purpose was almost certainly as royal tombs. These myths and conspiracy theories have contributed to the pyramids' mystique, but they have also obscured our understanding of the true history and significance of these ancient structures. Separating fact from fiction is essential to unlocking the secrets of the Giza pyramids, and ongoing archaeological research is helping to dispel these myths and reveal the truth about their construction and purpose. The history of exploration and excavation of the Giza pyramids is also a fascinating part of their story. The first known exploration of the pyramids was conducted by the ancient Greeks, who visited Egypt in the 5th century BCE. The Greek historian Herodotus wrote a detailed account of the pyramids, describing their construction and purpose, though many of his claims were inaccurate. For example, Herodotus claimed that the Great Pyramid was built by 100,000 slaves over 20 years, a claim that has since been debunked by archaeological evidence. In the centuries that followed, the pyramids were visited by countless travelers, scholars, and adventurers, many of whom attempted to explore their internal chambers. In the 19th century, the era of modern archaeology began, with researchers such as Napoleon Bonaparte, Giovanni Battista Belzoni, and Richard William Howard, Vyse, conducting systematic excavations of the pyramids. Belzoni, an Italian explorer, was the first to enter the king's chamber of the Great Pyramid in 1818, and he also discovered several other chambers and passages in the pyramids. Howard Vyse, a British explorer, conducted extensive excavations in the 1830s, using gunpowder to blast open hidden passages and chambers. While these early explorers made important discoveries, their methods were often destructive, causing damage to the pyramids. In the 20th century, archaeologists began to use more scientific methods, focusing on preservation and careful excavation. The most famous 20th century excavation of the Giza pyramids was conducted by Zahi Hawass, an Egyptian archaeologist who served as the Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Antiquities. Hawass led numerous excavations of the Giza Plateau, including the discovery of the Workers' Cemetery and the hidden chambers beneath the Sphinx. Today, archaeological research at Giza continues, with teams from around the world using advanced technology to explore the pyramids and uncover their secrets. These modern excavations are helping to answer long-standing questions about the pyramids, but they are also raising new ones, ensuring that the Giza pyramids will remain a source of fascination for centuries to come. The preservation of the Giza pyramids is another important issue, as these ancient structures face numerous threats from human activity and the environment. The pyramids are made of limestone, which is vulnerable to erosion from wind, sand, and water. Pollution from nearby Cairo, which is one of the most polluted cities in the world, is also causing damage to the pyramids' stone surfaces, discoloring the limestone and accelerating erosion. Additionally, mass tourism is a major threat, as millions of visitors flock to the Giza Plateau each year, causing wear and tear on the pyramids and their surrounding structures. To address these threats, the Egyptian government, in collaboration with international organizations such as UNESCO, has implemented a number of preservation measures. These measures include limiting the number of visitors to the pyramids, installing protective barriers around the structures, and using advanced conservation techniques to restore damaged stone surfaces. UNESCO has also designated the Giza Plateau as a World Heritage Site, recognizing its cultural and historical significance, and providing international support for its preservation. Despite these efforts, the pyramids continue to face threats, and ongoing conservation work is essential to ensure that these ancient structures survive for future generations. The preservation of the Giza pyramids is not just a matter of protecting a historical monument. It is a matter of preserving the legacy of an ancient civilization and the unsolved secrets that they hold. As climate change continues to affect the Egyptian desert, with rising temperatures and more frequent sandstorms, the challenges of preserving the pyramids will only increase, making conservation efforts more important than ever before. One of the most recent and exciting developments in pyramid research is the use of advanced technology to explore the pyramids without damaging them. The Scan Pyramids project, launched in 2015, uses a combination of muon radiography, thermal imaging, and ground-penetrating radar to scan the pyramids and detect hidden chambers and passages. Muon radiography is particularly effective, as muons, subatomic particles that are produced by cosmic rays, can pass through solid stone, allowing researchers to create a 3D image of the pyramid's internal structure. In 2017, the project announced the discovery of a large cavity above the king's chamber in the Great Pyramid, which is estimated to be 30 meters long, 2 meters wide, and 1.5 meters tall. This cavity was confirmed in 2023 when researchers used a small robot to explore the passage leading to the cavity, capturing images of the space for the first time. The purpose of this cavity remains unknown, but researchers believe it could be an unfinished passage, a storage chamber, or even a hidden tomb. The Scan Pyramids project has also discovered other hidden features, including a narrow passage behind the north face of the Great Pyramid and additional cavities in the Pyramid of Khafre. These discoveries have opened up new avenues of research, and researchers are hopeful that they will soon be able to explore these hidden chambers and uncover their secrets. Another advanced technology being used to study the pyramids is LiDAR, which uses laser pulses to create a detailed 3D map of the Giza Plateau. LiDAR has been used to identify previously unknown structures and tombs around the pyramids, providing new insights into the layout of the ancient complex. These technological advancements are revolutionizing our understanding of the Giza pyramids, allowing researchers to explore them in ways that were previously impossible. And they are bringing us closer to solving some of the oldest unsolved secrets of ancient Egypt. The Giza pyramids are also a source of inspiration for modern science, engineering, and architecture. The ancient Egyptians' use of simple tools and techniques to build such massive and precise structures has inspired modern engineers to develop new construction methods and materials. For example, the use of ramps and sledges to move heavy objects has influenced modern construction techniques, and the pyramids' stability and durability have inspired the design of modern skyscrapers and other large structures. The mathematical and geometric principles used in the pyramids' construction have also been studied by modern mathematicians and scientists who have gained new insights into ancient engineering practices. Additionally, the pyramids' alignment with celestial bodies has inspired modern astronomers to study the ancient Egyptians' astronomical knowledge, and it has even led to new discoveries about the movements of the stars and planets. The Giza pyramids are not just ancient monuments, they are a testament to human ingenuity and creativity, and they continue to inspire innovation in modern society. As we continue to study the pyramids and uncover their secrets, we are not only learning about the ancient Egyptians, but also about ourselves and the limitless potential of human achievement. The pyramids remind us that even with limited resources and technology, humans can achieve extraordinary things, and they challenge us to push the boundaries of what is possible today. Despite centuries of research and exploration, the Giza pyramids still hold numerous unsolved secrets. We still do not know exactly how the ancient Egyptians built these massive structures, or how they achieved such precise alignment with the cardinal directions and celestial bodies. We do not know where Khufu's mummy is, or what secrets the hidden chambers inside the pyramids hold. We do not fully understand the religious rituals that were performed inside the pyramids, or the role that the Sphinx played in ancient Egyptian society. These unsolved secrets are what make the Giza pyramids so fascinating, and they ensure that they will continue to captivate researchers and visitors alike for centuries to come. As technology advances and new archaeological discoveries are made, we may one day solve these mysteries. But for now, the Giza pyramids remain a testament to the ancient Egyptians' ingenuity, faith, and enduring legacy. They are a reminder of a civilization that flourished over 4,500 years ago, and they stand as a symbol of the mysteries that still await us in the ancient world. The pyramids of Giza are not just stone structures. They are a window into the past, a challenge to the present, and a promise of discovery for the future. They are the unsolved secrets of ancient Egypt, and they will continue to inspire awe, wonder, and curiosity for generations to come. To further explore the unsolved secrets of the Giza pyramids, it is essential to examine the latest archaeological findings and ongoing research. In recent years, researchers have made several significant discoveries that have shed new light on these ancient structures. For example, in 2021, a team of archaeologists from the University of Cambridge discovered a network of tunnels beneath the Giza Plateau, which may have been used to transport stone blocks during the construction of the pyramids. These tunnels, which are located near the Giza quarry, are approximately 10 meters deep and 2 meters wide, and they contain evidence of tool marks and stone debris, suggesting that they were used for practical purposes. The discovery of these tunnels supports the ramp theory of pyramid construction, as they may have been used to transport stone blocks from the quarry to the construction site. Another recent discovery is the identification of a new chamber in the Pyramid of Khafre, which was detected using muon radiography. This chamber is located near the base of the pyramid, and it is believed to be an unfinished burial chamber or a storage chamber. Researchers are currently planning to explore this chamber using non-invasive techniques, hoping to uncover artifacts or other evidence that could provide insights into Khafre's reign and the construction of his pyramid. Additionally, in 2022, researchers from the University of Cairo discovered a series of inscriptions on the stone blocks of the Great Pyramid, which mention the names of work gangs and the dates of construction. These inscriptions are the first written records of the pyramid's construction to be found, and they provide valuable insights into the organization of the workforce and the timeline of the project. These recent discoveries are helping to fill in the gaps in our understanding of the Giza pyramids, but they also raise new questions, ensuring that the research will continue for years to come. Another area of ongoing research is the study of the ancient Egyptians' mummification practices and their connection to the pyramids. The pharaohs' mummies were essential to their journey to the afterlife, as the Khan needed a physical vessel to return to. The mummification process was a complex ritual that involved removing the internal organs, drying the body with natron, and wrapping it in linen bandages. The mummies were then placed in sarcophagi, which were often made of stone or wood, and buried in the pyramids. However, very few pharaonic mummies have been found in the Giza pyramids, as most were looted in ancient times. The only known mummy from the Giza pyramids is that of Menkaure, which was discovered in his pyramid in 1837, but was lost at sea while being transported to England. This loss has made it difficult for researchers to study the mummification practices of the 4th dynasty pharaohs. But recent advances in DNA technology have allowed researchers to study the remains of workers and nobles buried in the mastabas around the pyramids. These studies have revealed valuable information about the ancient Egyptians' diet, health, and genetic makeup, and they have also provided insights into the mummification process. For example, DNA analysis of the workers' remains has shown that they were from diverse regions of Egypt, confirming that the workforce was drawn from across the country. Additionally, studies of the mummies' teeth have revealed that the workers had a diet rich in grains, which was typical of ancient Egyptian commoners. These studies are helping to paint a more complete picture of the ancient Egyptians' lives, and they may one day help us to understand the mummification practices of the pharaohs, even without their mummies. The role of women in the construction of the Giza pyramids is another area of research that has gained attention in recent years. For centuries, it was believed that the workforce was composed entirely of men, but recent archaeological discoveries have shown that women also played a role in the construction process. In 2018, archaeologists discovered the remains of women in the workers' cemetery near the Great Pyramid, which suggests that women were part of the workforce. The women's remains show signs of hard labor, similar to the men's remains, indicating that they were involved in the physical work of building the pyramids. Additionally, graffiti found on the stone blocks of the pyramids includes the names of women, suggesting that they were part of the work gangs. The discovery of women in the workforce challenges the traditional view of ancient Egyptian society as male-dominated, and it provides new insights into the role of women in ancient Egyptian civilization. It is likely that women were involved in a variety of tasks, including quarrying stone, transporting materials, and preparing food for the workforce. The role of women in the construction of the pyramids is still not fully understood, but ongoing research is helping to uncover their contributions and their place in ancient Egyptian society. The Giza pyramids also have a significant impact on modern Egyptian culture and the global economy. For Egypt, the pyramids are a source of national pride and a major tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors each year. Tourism related to the pyramids generates billions of dollars in revenue for Egypt, supporting the country's economy and providing jobs for thousands of people. The pyramids are also a symbol of Egyptian identity, representing the country's ancient heritage and cultural legacy. In addition to their economic impact, the pyramids have also influenced modern art, literature, and popular culture. They have been featured in countless books, movies, and television shows, and they have inspired artists, writers, and musicians around the world. The pyramids, mystique, and unsolved secrets have made them a popular subject in science fiction and fantasy, and they continue to capture the imagination of people of all ages. The Giza pyramids are not just ancient monuments, they are a living part of modern culture, and they will continue to influence and inspire future generations. As we look to the future, the study of the Giza pyramids will continue to evolve, driven by new technology and new discoveries. The Scan Pyramids project, which is ongoing, is expected to uncover more hidden chambers and passages in the pyramids, and researchers are hopeful that they will soon be able to explore these spaces and uncover their secrets. Advances in DNA technology and other scientific techniques will also allow researchers to study the remains of the ancient Egyptians in more detail, providing new insights into their lives, health, and culture. Additionally, international collaboration between archaeologists, scientists, and conservationists will be essential to preserving the pyramids and ensuring that they survive for future generations. The Giza pyramids are one of the most important cultural heritage sites in the world, and they deserve our greatest efforts to protect and study them. As we continue to unlock the secrets of these ancient structures, we will not only learn more about the ancient Egyptians, but also about ourselves and the limitless potential of human achievement. The pyramids of Giza are a testament to the power of human ingenuity, faith, and perseverance, and they will continue to captivate and inspire us for centuries to come. In conclusion, the pyramids of Giza are more than just stone structures. They are a window into the ancient Egyptian civilization, a testament to human ingenuity and a source of enduring mystery. Built over 4,500 years ago by the pharaohs of the Fourth Dynasty, these colossal edifices have defied time and understanding, leaving behind a legacy of unsolved secrets, from their precise alignment with celestial bodies to their mysterious hidden chambers, from the method of their construction to the role of the workforce that built them. The Giza pyramids continue to baffle and fascinate researchers around the world. While we have made significant progress in understanding these ancient structures, many questions remain unanswered, and new discoveries continue to raise new questions. The Giza pyramids are a reminder of the complexity and sophistication of the ancient Egyptian civilization, and they challenge us to push the boundaries of our knowledge and understanding. As we continue to study and explore these remarkable monuments, we are not only preserving the legacy of the ancient Egyptians, but also unlocking the secrets of our own human potential. The pyramids of Giza are the unsolved secrets of ancient Egypt, and they will remain one of the world's greatest mysteries for generations to come.